Hey y'all. Yeah. How y'all doing? Happy birthday to you if today your birthday. And y'all, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and the video. And don't forget your membership. We appreciate you. Now, y'all, I know y'all full. I know you've been eating all day like me. And I know you're relaxing now, okay? So go ahead on, pull your chair out and bring your family member, and let's jump into our program for tonight, okay? Now, that investigation is ongoing. I know y'all been wondering why we haven't been talking about it, but I've been keeping up with this story in my group. Okay, but I have not yet forgotten these boys. I stay in contact with the family. Reaching out to the family. I reaches out to the family. They appreciate what we are doing. Okay. Now, before we get started, close that screen door and start letting all them flies up in here. Yes. Now, please respect the chat. Thanks. Now, y'all, the reason why I said this is educating, because it's gonna mess with my mind. I mean, I can't figure out what happened to these boys for what they are saying. And are they really, why did this happen to these boys? How did it happen to a group of boys just getting ready to graduate from college, have a future plan? Why? How did it happen? How? I want to know. So that's what we're gonna get in today. I'm just gonna give my subscribers some POV of what's going on through the family process, and the way they are sending the information to us is like in a video, like I do, y'all. Okay. So what we're gonna do is spin it Easter, full bellies and stomach. And I know somebody not feeling good, baby. You're gonna be all right, baby. But look, y'all, let's dive into it. Now, every time I think about the twins, I think about Austin. Sorry about that. I think about these are twins, and I'm gonna give you a little highlight on what went on, y'all, because I know a lot of y'all been working and you don't get a chance. You're tired, and you really don't get a chance to listen. But now these young men right here, just don't understand. I just don't understand, y'all. You got the Bureau of Investigation has confirmed that they did arrest a Towns County a volunteer firefighter for misdemeanor charge of obstruction in connection to the case of the twins. Okay. They was found unalive on top of Bell Mountain in North Georgia Mountain. Okay. According to the GPI released, the volunteer firefighter shared death scene photos publicly. He showed it. He took a picture of them, and it got in a high school. Now, this man in his 40s, but the pictures got into a high school, okay? The GBI also said a medical examiner has completed autopsies. And so what we're going to do of the twins, we're going to just go by what the family is saying to them, okay? They're not going to give up. Okay, now, The official medical ruling and results opinion. We don't have anything on that. Not even the family. I really don't know if they really talking to the family. Now, the firefighter is not being charged directly in the death of the boys. Okay. But he was fired on March the 14th for violating department protocols. Okay. Now, he bonded out of jail. Now, let me give you some highlight on two twins, two people, and not two twins, two people. On March the 8th, the twins were found shot to death at the top of Bell Mountain by a hiker. And those who don't know where Bell Mountain is near North Carolina border. And it is labeled as a sundown state. Now, the GBI said the brothers were believed to have underlined in a MS, that's a murder S, I can't say the word, though the family members not going to go for that. You're not going to go for that with them, saying that, oh, they decided, they're not even unhappy. They got it going on. They about to start their business. These two young men just turned 19. But they were 18 at the time. But guess what? Were they 19 at the time or 18? One of the two. But they had a birthday and they ended up 20. I'm going to say they were 20. Now, they had plans, y'all. They were going to run their business. They were going to do this and they were going to do that. It's already in process. Okay? Now, the discovery came as a shock to the family, who had believed the twins were in Boston. See, that Friday, on the 7th, they supposed to be in Boston. So you know how you are with your children. You think they gone to Boston on that Saturday morning because they was excited to go. So you ain't thinking that they still you think they in the air or they had to be on their flight at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, that's when the family had believed the twins was in Boston visiting at the time. They thought they was in Boston visiting their friends. The twins were, you couldn't separate them. You do one, you got to do for the other one. They together all the time. And never had no known history or conflict. This family want answers, and they're not giving up on their nephews and their children's. We want to know exactly what happened to these twins. That's what the aunt said. And Samira and her sister are twins as well. Now, what the family doing now, reaching out, I'm reaching out to the family, y'all. I'm keeping up with the family, and I'm processing a lot of information in my group, a Facebook group on this case. When I get something from her, I put it out there. So we're going to look at some of that in a few minutes. Now, they did a campaign and they got the money, and they say they appreciate y'all helping them bury those twins. And y'all know burying is not easy. It's not an easy process. The money going toward the private investigator and other things, okay? Their uncle said something that I believe him. He said they are very protective of each other. Just like you and your sibling are might be protected. You and your twin very protective of each other. So in this kind of case like this, yeah, one of them twins would have protected the situation. One of the twins would have protected this situation, okay? Their uncle, that's what the uncle said. Also, the family said they love each other. They love each other. They couldn't imagine them hurting each other. They ain't never seen them have a fist fight. And you know what I asked my son the other day? He's 30, 31. I think his brother's 28, 29, 29, I think. I said, have you and your brother ever got to fight? Because I never seen them fight. I never seen my boys fight. I said, have you and your brother ever fought? And he said, no. I said, wow. So I believe, that's when I believe this story. You know, they don't have to fight. They don't have to fight. So I believe them when they said they never seen them get into a fist fight before. Then I believe them. Okay. I believe them because I believe my son. The family said the brothers had booked a flight to Boston for 7 a.m. last Friday, but never made their flight. Just 24 hours later, they was found underlined in an area the family said they had never visited before, and that was Bell Mountain in North Carolina. Their family said the brothers' plane tickets were found in their wallets on the mountain, but it was found in the car. It wasn't on top of the mountain with them. It was in the car. So many how and why questions the family had. How did they end up in the mountain? If you know I don't know where Bear Mountain is. So I know going where my children, what mama doing up there? She don't know nothing about no Bear Mountain. So they wonder, how did they end up out in the mountains? They don't hike out there. They never been out there. They don't know anything about that mountain. They never even heard of that mountain. So how did they end up right there? That's a question that I wish I can answer for them. Now, the GBI stated that their preliminary findings suggest AMS. But the family strongly disputed it, okay? Dispute that conclusion. When they said that, the family went right on and said, we knew right away that wasn't true. Those aunts beat that. They said those boys, if them boys were going through something, they got a huge support system. And you know your family better than anybody else. They know them. They wouldn't do anything like this. You know what your children would do. You would hope that your children wouldn't do that. And you know that they don't made a plan. They don't did this. They don't, your niece and your nephew, you know, you just hope they don't do nothing like that because they didn't give you no signs. They said, no, something happened in those mountains and we want answers. So the death investigation of the twins remain what? Acting and ongoing. Now, what I'm going to show you today, what we're going to go through is I'm going to have to stop it. I'm going to have to stop the video for y'all so y'all can read it. It's because the way the family put it on the video, you know how I be putting my information on the video for y'all. So that's what's going to happen to them. So what I'm going to do, that's my happy face. I'm going to put my boy's happy face up on. And then we're going to go through what they have sent to everyone, okay? And y'all tell me what y'all think. Now, it's gonna freak y'all out. I just ain't tell you everything. Now, what I do with my boy's picture now? Good Jesus. Okay, hold on, y'all. See, children keep so much from us. They keep little secrets. They don't tell us everything. They don't tell us everything because they don't want us to know. They don't want us to hurt their feeling. But I don't think that's what was going on right here. Okay. Here we go. Let's take a look at this, y'all. Hold on, y'all. But y'all, there is a picture out there that's floating that I don't want it on my channel at all. I don't want it. When I saw it, I didn't want it on my channel at all. Don't put it on my channel. Put it in my group. Don't put it nowhere. I just respect other family. I don't want to see it because like I said, I hate I saw it. But here we go. This is what they sent to us. Okay, this is one of the update information, and what we have to do, we have to read through what they put up here. They said that the investigation of Qaadir and Naazir Lewis is still in progress, y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Please continue to share their story like I'm doing it for the group. Now, for us. Now, right here, it says the investigation, Qaadir and Naazir Lewis is still in progress. Naazir Rahim Lewis, April the 5th, 2005, March the 8th is when they found him on the mountain. Okay, and that's Qaadir. Hold on, y'all. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the music off. Now, right here, see how they put messages on there, so I'm gonna be stopping it real fast. Qaadir and Naazir had such a strong bond and a great support system from families and friends. We want answers to what happened to the twins in Bell Mountain, Georgia. Now, things that you need to know about the twins. The twins only had 1 year left of college to pursue their dreams, y'all. But unfortunately, their lives were taken away on March the 8th, 2025. Now, I can remember when I was in college, I came out of school in 77, went straight on, did my 4 years. But I was like 22, 23 when I graduated. And I think they was about 20, 19 years old. So I hope they got that right. But I'm on the family side. So the twins, they have 1 year to go, y'all. 1 little year to go. To pursue their dreams. And they're not here with us now. And we're going to get back into that later on. But let me just give y'all the update. Now, The investigation of Qaadir and Naazir Lewis is still in process. Okay, I get this. What they got right here so far. Now I want to take y'all to. Okay, I want to take y'all to my group and let y'all see what else I got in there for y'all. I mean, and this. Oh yeah. And right here, okay, this is for the people who have not seen. I'm thinking I'm gonna do y'all. I'm gonna be sending y'all. I will be sending y'all up. She said, although autopsy has been completed, so y'all go back and deliver this message, okay? It is completed. We are still waiting on the toxicology report. And y'all, we have built so many cases, so we know how long it takes that toxicology report to come out. Because they just not going to stop on my case and then just start on another case. They got a lot of people in front of the twins. So it's going to take time, y'all. Now, they say they still waiting on them. I'm waiting on that report. And that can take several weeks. And GBI still investigating and gathering forensics. Okay. So that's good news. They trying their best to send out us something. Okay, what they sent, but they can't tell us everything. She said we are not going to sweep this case up under the rug. We want to know the truth of what happened to Qaadir and Naazir, so our family can have closure. Now, many unanswered questions that keeps us up at night. Like, number one, has phone records been checked? Those are questions that you need to ask your private detective. You need to ask that question. That's your family member. Has the phone records been checked? Who was the last to speak to Qaadir and Naazir? Y'all supposed to have their phone. Ask for their phone. Ask for it. Then y'all can find out a lot of stuff. Somebody don't track them boys' phone. Somebody don't track them boys' phone, allegedly. Now, that's the question that they want to know. But it seems like the family should know about it because let me tell y'all the situation. The car was trapped inside of Bell Mountain with the gate closed, locked up. When did they get in there? When did it get in there? It didn't get in there Thursday. It couldn't have got in there Thursday night. It couldn't have got in there late, early Friday morning. They supposed to be on a plane at 7 a.m. Friday. The gate opened up at 8 o'clock. Now, after waking up, do y'all think those boys do y'all think they missed their flight? You think about boys, y'all. One boy gonna always be the slow boy to move around and drag around. Y'all don't miss y'all flight. But how they missed their flight, it was the stepmom, because when they left the sister house, the stepmom said that they left at 3 a.m. in the morning. But that's not what GBI said. They said they left at 11 o'clock p.m. that night. Now, I don't understand why these times are 2 different times. I don't like for them to play with my mind like that. So that means that the stepmama should know if they left at 3 a.m. in the morning, Friday morning. Because they had to catch the plane at 7. They wouldn't have missed their flight if they got up at 3 a.m. Now, if she has the time wrong, it's asking me questioning who was at her house when they got there. Because their dad got a stroke. But he can talk a little bit, but he just dragged. Now, when the GBI said the evidence, they looking at their phone record, they left that night is saying, telling that lady, I don't like nobody say if you lying. So they mean that they saying that she's got the time messed up. The gate opened at 8 o'clock a.m. and closed at sundown at 6 p.m. in the evening. Now, you're going to tell me if they did leave the house at 11 o'clock p.m., they couldn't get in the gate. But they found them on top of Bell Mountain at 10 o'clock a.m. or 11 o'clock a.m. How did that car get to that mountain? How did the car get to the mountain? This is crazy. How is it going to be there that night, y'all? How is that car going to be? Hey, somebody telling us they skipping something. Somebody don't want us to know something. Somebody don't want us to know something. If GBI saying that they left at 11 p.m. that night, they can't get in the mountain unless you know somebody. Unless you know somebody. The gate is locked. Ain't nobody out there after 6 p.m. So that's Friday night. Where are they? Where are they at Friday night? Because they already missed the flight. So where are they? So they throwing us off. So y'all telling me that if we're gonna investigate this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna play mind game with us. So this is how we're gonna look at it, y'all. We're gonna look at it the stepmama way, leaving at 3 a.m. and we're gonna look at it as the GBI way. If those boys, when they left their aunt house, they was over there having popcorn, having fun. When they left at night, around about 11. Leaving there, they supposed to went home. Stepmom said they did come home. That's what she said. And they left out at 3 a.m. Remember now, these are young boys now. Because I got one, I believe he'll get up in time. I got one that I know he'll drag. He'll go slow. He'll make me late catching a flight. I have to get him up extra early. You know, they grown. Now, the stepmama said they left at 3 a.m. If they left at 3 a.m., they wouldn't, if they left the house at 3 a.m., they wouldn't have missed their flight. So let's look at it her way now. We're gonna be fair with this. So okay, when they left, let's say they're supposed to be going to Hartsville Airport. They 50-something minutes away from there, from Lawrenceville to Hartsville. You got to go south. You wouldn't be going north. Okay. They don't like to drive far. They don't like to put gas in their car. Now, this is telling me, did they have gas in their car? When they say they don't like to put gas in their car, They asked me, left me with, well, did they have gas in the car? And the car didn't run good. The aunt said the car didn't run good, y'all. They didn't run good. It wasn't a good running car. So you got to ask yourself, did they have gas in the car? Or did it cut off on the highway? What happened? So we got to ask ourselves, did they make it to Hartsville Airport? Only thing the police got to do is look at the mileage. Look at how much gas in the car. Come on now. I know if I can investigate it, they can too. Now, did they go out there to the airport and ran out of gas? It's kind of hard to do that now unless they was on the highway. They ain't mentioned them. They can't ran out of gas. The car was up there on the mountain. But listen, so if they left at 3 a.m., how in the heck did they miss their flight? How did they miss their flight? If they left out at 3 a.m., where did they go? If they checked in at the airport, y'all, we would have known about it. And the car would have been out there in the parking lot. Why did nobody take them to the airport instead of them driving that hootie to the airport? Why did nobody take them to the airport? Because they got to pay, even though they got money, they still got to pay for parking. How many days they plan on staying up there? Was it a round trip? We don't know the questions. So now the strange thing to me, y'all, when the family speaks, they speak like me, third party, because they don't say that they stay. What they went to their father's house. They say they went to their stepmama house. Don't make me feel like they not together. Because if it's their father's house, oh, they over their dad's house. They left here and they went over to their father's house. If you're married, you get things together. It's not this on one person's house. So are they separated? Oh, what? Now, I don't want to get into their business. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay. All right. So they didn't make it to the airport. They didn't make it at all. Now I'm about to go with the GBI. I got to go with them in a way, but it don't make sense either. He agreed, the GBI agreed with the stepmom at first when she said they left at 3 a.m. He said, oh, yeah, that's right. But he came back and he changed the story and said, oh, no. I was listening to what she was saying, and now I just picked up. No. Something made him change his mind. He came back and said, they left at 11 p.m. Friday night. That Friday. So if he's going to say that, if the GBI is going to say that they left at 11 p.m. out of that house, since they don't miss their flight, where were those boys at that morning? Now I'm going with the GBI. I don't get everybody a fair chance. Now I'm asking the question is, where were those boys at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? Where were the boys if they're going to leave out the house at 11? So you telling me the GBI is telling me that the stepmama line, they didn't leave at 3 a.m.? If they at that house, like GBI said it, he said they left at 11 p.m. So that means they were there the whole time. But I don't know who to believe. He said, now if he said they left at 11, the 11 o'clock is giving me that they about to go hang out with their boys. They already don't miss their flight. So I'm trying to think, did they go hang out with some girls? Or did they go meet somebody? You know, no young boys ain't about to stay in a whole house all day, all night. So when they left, where did they go? Because the mountain is locked. When they left out at 11 p.m., the mountain is closed. If they missed their flight and everything, they left at 11, how in the heck did those boys end up on that mountain? I think somebody they know that set them up. I think they know some young people that set them up and got their uncle to unlock that gate. And unlock that the gate. Unlock the gate and lock the gate. Because they're not full staff. So, in order for that car to be at that mountain, they had to get in there at 8 o'clock a.m. Somebody either lowered them there or they was just hanging out somewhere on the outside of the gate and waiting on the gate to open up at 8 o'clock. When the gate opened up, they went and parked by the mountain. They left their phones in the car, their tickets, and their wallet in the car. And you tell me that them boys walked up that mountain on their own, and they use a weapon to underlie each other. One underlied the other. Not after what the family told me. I'm not going with that story. And they found him at 11 o'clock the next morning. That would tell me that they could have had a weapon because they missed their flight. At first, I was saying, well, where they get that weapon from if they were going to catch the plane? Now I'm saying that they had to have a weapon on them because they missed their flight. Who were they hanging with that Friday night? See, y'all had the cell phone. Y'all would know something missing. So I gave them both benefit of the doubt. How do they know they don't know about Bell Mountain? I don't know about Bell Mountain. I hear people talking about it, but I ain't never been there. And Now she said, number 2, the car was found inside the gate of Bell Mountain. And that go back to when I said, what, they waited until the mountain opened up at 8 o'clock, and they opened up at 8. And they closed at 6 p.m. So they don't drive far, y'all. It's like an hour and something away, 90 minutes or whatever, away from where they live. Now the car was found inside the gate. How did their car get inside is what I asked too. The gate. And the gate closed at, she said 9 p.m. The gate closed at 6 p.m. because I looked up the time. Even if the gate closed at 9 p.m., the boys still, GBI said that they left at 11 p.m. Still question, how did the car get inside a Bell Mountain? Now, this is some weird mess. I want to say what I want to say. So, the only way their car got into Bell Mountain is they waited until 8 o'clock until the gate opened. And then they parked over there. And they proceed up the mountain. That's the only way their car could have got in there. But what making me think something ain't right was, what do the boys do? Do the boys sell weed? Do the boys hustle? Do the boys know some people? They know it like their family big. They business partners. And a lot of children would know where mountains at. But it's a strange thing that they car end up at Bell Mountain. So where did those boys go? Y'all, how those boys end up going that way? Was there a party out there in the mountain? Their car wouldn't be the only car left. That's how their car got out there. If the car was found on the inside of the gate, GBI said they left at 11. They couldn't get in that mountain. It was closed. I don't know where they could have got in that mountain if they sat there all night like that. Until 8 o'clock in the morning. And then parked their car over there. Got out that car. What my thing is, something ain't right there. Something ain't right. Now I said the thing closed at, when I looked it up, it said it closed at 6. And I'm gonna show y'all. I ain't see 9 o'clock. I saw 6. So we're gonna look at it together. So we're gonna put up in what time does Bell, I put the, but I just be typing in there. The Bell Mountain close, open and close. Open and close. Okay. Now, they said 9, but right here, let's look at this. This is what the L is. But let's go right here. Let's go right here, y'all. Let's go right here. They were right. They were right. Okay, right here. Let's go. If we don't do nothing else, we're going to look at it right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hawaii, Georgia. I see 2 different times. I see Hawaii, Georgia, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then I see Hawaii, Georgia, 6 a.m. to 10:30. Even if it said 10:30. They weren't at that mountain. Well, I put it like that. Even if they left the house at 11 o'clock p.m., still, if it's 8:30 or 6 a.m. in the morning, they weren't in that mountain. Now, not if they left at 11 p.m. They couldn't get in that gate because they don't open up to 8:30 and down here at 6 a.m. I don't know why I got 2 different times, but I'm just going to show y'all the time. Now, it closed at 9 p.m. at that top. And Hawaii, both of them is Hawaii, Georgia. Hawaii, y'all know what it is. Closed at 10:30 p.m. if they left the house at 11, they still couldn't get in that mountain. Because the mountain is closed at 9 p.m. and at 10:30. So no matter what time we look at, it's still closed. The mountain is closed. Wherever those young men went that night, they didn't come back home. They were found on top of the mountain at 11 o'clock a.m., 10 or 11 o'clock. Now, the only way they could have got in that gate if they left out their house at 8:30. At 9:30. Now, if the GBI saying they left out at 11, where he getting that from? Is he looking at their phone? They got the phone. They got all the information they need in their phone. That's why he didn't agree with her. He went and said 11 p.m. Still, how they got in that gate? Because the gate was closed at 10:30 and 9 p.m. The only way them twins could have got in that gate is to wait until that gate open. Or either with some of them girls out there who uncle or somebody will unlock that gate for them. See, somebody can unlock that gate. That's the only way they got in that gate. They got to know the person who run that mountain. They got to know the person. If you want to say that they put a park out there and did this to themselves, they either got out there at 8 o'clock in the morning. They got out there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. They can't open that gate on their own. They can't open the gate on their own, y'all. What happened? Where did they go? Why is no phone? Somebody ain't right about this. Somebody knows something, because this don't make no sense. This whole thing right here just don't make no sense to me. Because if you're gonna turn around and say that, even if you say they left out at 10:30 that night, what were they doing in the daytime? Why would the stepmama say they're not in the house? Why would they say they not in it? Why wouldn't the stepmama say the boy was in the house at the same time? All that day. What were they doing all the part of that day? Now I'm gonna tell you this. Somebody else in this. Now they go back right here. That I'm trying to help them a little bit. I be talking to them. Now, that's the second question they want to know. The car was found inside the gate of Bear Mountain. How did their car get inside the gate? And the gate closed at 9 p.m. If they left at their house at 11 p.m., y'all got to tell the truth about whoever telling this narrative, whoever driving this, got to tell us where they in that house all that day. Now, why would the GBI go against the stepmom? What's going on with that? If she said they left at 3 a.m., they could have got out there at the mountain early that day. But how they gonna be out there early that day in the phone in the GBI saying the phone, they left the house at 10, at 11. Even if they said they were left at 10, still it's somebody lying. Now, I can go with the aunt, 3 a.m. and they could have went out there to the mountain, wait till the mountain to open up. I could have went with the aunt, with the stepmom. And they didn't want to go. Somebody changed their mind. They didn't want to go. I can see them being at Bell Mountain, y'all. If it happened the way the stepmama said, I can believe them. Why are we going against the stepmama after GBI said they left at 11 p.m.? If I go with the stepmama, oh, they could have went to Bell Mountain that morning. They could have went that morning because they were going to Boston to be with their friends. How you know one of them didn't want to go? I believe the stepmama, because that would tell you how they got to Bell Mountain is when they opened up that morning. That morning at 7, instead of catching that flight, or either they got stuck somewhere, something happened. That's a change of heart somewhere. Could tell me that they was at that Bell Mountain. And they could have been underlined that Friday night. But if GBI changed what we thinking, change our thinking, it's not going to be that. Friday, I can see them at the mountain. I can see their car inside the gate at the mountain. To make it be found at, so they've been on the line at 11. I can see the Friday. So I can go with the stepmama, what the stepmama said. We'll put them inside that mountain. But to throw the narrative out, somebody trying to control it. Somebody trying to control the narrative. Okay? So I go with the stepmama. I go with the stepmama. That's the only way they could have got out there to that mountain was Friday morning when they missed their flight. Because we just saw up there what time they open. We just saw the time. We just went over here. We just went over through this. Somebody lying. They opened it, got 8:30 right here and 6:30. They opened at 6:30 on this side of the mountain, and they opened at 8:30 over here. So they could have went to the mountains after whatever happened, whatever they were doing. They could have been out there on that Friday. Now, and whoever was out there at the mountain wasn't worrying about no car broke down out there. They could have slept out there. We don't know what went on. We don't know what's going on. That's the only way they could have been to the mountain, y'all. To go with the stepmom said. But we're going with what GBI saying they left at 11 is telling me what were they doing at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. What they were sitting outside of the gate to waiting on the person to open the gate and then go in. They could have found their car that way. So we got 2 ways they could have did that. Let's see what else they want to know. Number 3. The twins' car has mechanical issues. Normally, cannot drive a long distance. Now, number 3 is telling me something could have happened to the car going to the airport. Well, if I'm going to go with what the stepmama said, If I'm gonna go by the GBI, the car was sitting at home because they didn't leave till 11 p.m. So listen to the stepmama. The car could have broke down. Y'all got to ask yourself, what was going on in that house? Number 4, the car that was found, was it the twins' car or a different car? Y'all don't know that? They asking us questions. They ain't tell them the question. I mean, you tell me that they ain't tell these people don't know whether or not that was the twin car or not. Ain't that some bull mess? Y'all, these are the questions that the family asked. You heard that question? The car that was found, was it the twins' car or a different car? So right now, we don't even know if that was the twin car on the mountain. What y'all mean by y'all don't know that yet? They ain't told y'all? How they leave the house? Did they leave the house in a... Okay, now they go back to with the stepmom. When they left, who did they leave with at 3 o'clock in the morning? Then they go back with the GBI. If they left, what kind of car they was in? Because they don't like to put gas in the car. So right now, you mean to tell me that we don't know whether or not that was the twin car on the mountain? Or was it a... Oh, Lord. That's almost like getting in somebody's car, hitchhiking, and what? And go another direction. Something ain't right about this, because you got 2 boys look like they should be able to tackle somebody. It should be some kind of force. But look, y'all, what they mean by asking that question number 4? What they mean by asking that question number 4? It got to be the twin car. Cause y'all say they billfold was in the car. If it wasn't, why would a killer leave their car at the mountain for them with their identification in it? So it got to be their car. Why would she ask the car that was found? Was it the twins' car or a different car? That's weird. That's weird. I don't know what we know. Something y'all tell us. We don't know. Now, if so many questions, we are hoping the dots can be connected so this mystery can unfold. Why do y'all call it a mystery? Why are they calling it a mystery, y'all? They making us think. Why are they making us think like this? Can be connected so this mystery can unfold. We know investigations can take time and trying to be patient, but we want answers and justice for the twin. But if you can't get justice, if y'all don't open up your mouth and tell us what's going on. When they went over to your house, twin, big sister, y'all said they was in their car. So when they went home, the car was out there. So y'all got to tell us who car was on the mountain. Did they catch a Uber out there now? Y'all making me think they caught an Uber instead of taking that regular car. I don't know. I don't know who to believe. The GBI or either the auntie, the stepmom. I don't know. And I was looking at the family. That's their mama right there. How old is her children? Is that a man right there? I think she got 5. The twins. That boy look just like them twins. They brother look just like them. I see 1. I see a lot of children. I don't know if these her children or not. But I know one thing, all these right here look alike. Could it be a family connection? There go the twin. There go their mama. That was her. So she got 5 children. The other boy must been their brother. And hell, these 2 little boys right here look like twins. They know they twins. Boy, they got twins out through the family. These boys look like twins too. And they twins. We know they identical girl. That all she do is have twins. I know a girl like that. See that cat having twins. That's their mama right there. Look at twin them. And then they cousin, they twin, the aunts twins. I want to see that again. Now, we are not going to, okay, we already seen that. We already seen it. So y'all, after seeing these videos, this the one I be talking to right now. After watching these videos, I want to ask y'all a question. What in the world do y'all think happened to them twins? I mean, look like to me, they ain't telling them nothing. All I got to say is what I said. All I have to say is what I said. And just don't give up. Now, the picture that I seen that described these boys on the mountain, it's weird. I would never, ever show that video. I got rid of the picture. I don't want to see nothing like that. So the question to y'all, after hearing everything that we reviewed, put in the comment section what you think. Put in the comment section what you think. What you think. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know what to say, y'all. I don't know. I don't know why it's taking so long for the investigation. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, how this happened, why we got different time. Did the stepmama tell me that she sound like everything that working out her favor is making me believe that this is what happened. Now listen to what the FBI said, GBI said. I don't believe that. I don't believe them. But why would the stepmama lie? So y'all, I'm going to keep y'all. Everything she sent me, I'm going to send it to y'all. And let y'all see it, okay? I love y'all. Y'all be good. Happy Easter. I'll talk to y'all later.